Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Umidigi A7S, and I'm going to be talking to you about 30 tips and tricks for this device, and we're going to go over them right now. If you're new to the crew, make sure you subscribe, get notified if you're already part of the crew. Salute. Alright, so the first tip that I want to show you is the Google Lens, guys. And this is a pretty cool tip. It's basically a lens that helps you identify text on objects, translate the text and things of that nature. You're going to locate your home bar on your Google icon right here and hit that option. It looks like a camera.
Take a photo of words you want to understand.
So what you're going to do is locate the words and then go ahead and take a picture, guys.
Take a photo of word.
Okay, so now once we've taken the picture, you're going to see right here that it does have that image on the Google Lens, guys. So this is what's going to happen. It's going to translate the text for you. You could either listen to it.
12. Bright, intense colors. Crayola Jew. Colored pencils. 12 non-toxic pencils. Algeria. C.
It said, wow, oh, okay, I guess it was looking at the map underneath the pencil because it said this said, anyway. All right, so you could translate the text as well when you hit this, and you could hit that button and it'll translate it for you. So just some really cool options here. You could change the language as well. So if you don't want it to be in English, you can switch the language to another. You can switch the language. Another thing that's pretty cool, guys, is when you're looking at web pages, let's say you're just browsing through some of the app pages on here, and let's say you just happen to go to, I don't know, let's click Amazon. Now, one of the things that's pretty cool is that the device will actually read the pages for you. So you can, let me show you guys. There's this little button down here that you can like actually hit. And once you do that, it's gonna read the text on the page for you. So let me just find another page with some more text on it, like the Thesaurus app. Alright, guys, so I have to find like a web page with text on it. So you could press this button right here, which looks like the Google button. You hit that and it's gonna actually start reading what's on the screen.
The Umidigi A7S is an Android Go phone with a contactless thermometer built in. Published by gsmarena.com. Umidigi unveiled the first entry-level smartphone with a built-in thermometer, an infrared contactless thermometer, which allows you to take someone's temperature without physical contact.
What's pretty cool is that this thing does have a pause and play button, and you can actually speed up the
1.2 as well as 2 speed per gram and on board.
So I think that's pretty cool, guys. You do have that option to play text when you're browsing. Now, another thing that's pretty cool is that this device does have a button that you can remap, and it has 3 ways to activate it. You can long hold it, click it, or double click it. So you can map it to be, when I long hold it, right here, as you can see, that's the flashlight. And you could map that to pretty much anything. When I double click it, you're gonna get your Zello app, which I'm gonna remap and show you how to do that as well. And then when I just click it once, I could get the Google Assistant to come up. What's the weather right now?
Right now in the Bronx, it's 46 degrees and most...
So basically, to remap that button and change those options, guys, you could just go into settings and then hit smart key, and you can change it to go from Zello to something else or any other application you want, guys. So I just think that's pretty cool. Let's say you want to open up music instead, like Spotify. Now when I double click that option, it's going to open up Spotify now. So I just think that's really cool that you could have that option as a remappable button for any single app that you do so desire. Now, another thing you may want to do is have the percentage bar for where it says your battery percentage. Now out of the box, it won't show you that, but if you go right here and just turn this on, it's gonna give you the battery percentage of your device now. So you could either have it just show you the thing right here, where it kind of shows you not the percentage, but just like a box, then you could leave it there, but this is the other way. Now another thing you can do is go to sounds in this device, because when you go to sounds, you can enhance the sound overall to make it a little bit louder, and it's gonna boost the volume of the speaker as well. Now another thing I like about this device, guys, is if you go into storage and insert an SD card inside the SD card slot, you're gonna have the ability to use portable and adaptable storage, meaning your SD card will be combined with your internal storage as well. Now another really cool thing about this device, guys, is that you can actually set up this smart feature where you can have 3-finger screenshot just by going into Smart Assistant right here, hit 3 fingers and activate the 3-finger screenshot and 3 fingers into the camera. So now when you tap that, you can enter the camera right there really quickly just by going up, and then if you go down, guys, it's going to capture a screenshot as well. Another thing you want to do is activate the gestures by going into System and then click Gestures. Now when you can actually jump to the camera by just double tapping the power button on any screen. And when you do that, you can also hold together the volume up and power button to mute your device as well. The Smart Assistant option also does alert your emergency contact. What you can do is start here by entering an emergency contact. In your phone, you could put dad, mom, things of that nature. Just put the people that, that you think would be the first people that you would want to contact. And basically what's gonna happen is that once those are saved in there, you can add them, I'm talking about. So now that I have all those selected, you basically can go right here and turn it on. So now when you hold these 2 buttons at the same exact time for 3 seconds on any screen, it's gonna contact that person. It's gonna send them a message right here. It says the message will go in once, so you could send it every 10 minutes. Or you could even put the emergency message here and change that too. Smart Assistant does also give you the ability to use the 2-button navigation, the gestures, or the 3-button navigation. So I like to keep it at gestures, but you can also switch it to the ordinary style, where you would get the traditional 3-button style layout on your smartphone. So that's like real, like you can see right here, that's the old school way. Everything is pretty much the buttons no one really uses. Well, some people still use them, but I just feel like you could use the whole screen when you don't have those on there. Now, if you want an app tray on this device, you have to actually long hold the screen, hit home settings, and then after you hit that, hit default, because if you hit home screen, all your apps will look like the iPhone and you won't have an app tray. And they'll just all be on the home screen like that, which is not bad. But if you want to get the app tray on board, just go ahead, hit default, and then you can have your app tray on here. Another thing that's pretty cool is if you want to speed up the overall animations of this device, just go into the part where it says right here, you can go into About Phone and then go into Accessibility. Once you're in Accessibility, then go into Remove Animations. Now what you're going to notice is that when you're swiping between screen to screens, it's just going to make the phone look snappier. So I just think that's going to improve the overall speed of the phone and also make it look a lot more zippy as well. I know a lot of people would like this feature as well, but one of the things that I noticed is that you can rotate the device when you're in accessibility in the options. So all you have to do is go right here in accessibility, scroll down, and then you have the option to auto rotate the device. So even when you're in this option here, you can now use the device sideways, which is actually pretty cool. Another thing that you should do is go into display and set the timer for less than 30 seconds because it's going to time out. Usually a minute is good, but if you're like reading something or trying to get to something, the phone might lock on you while you're doing so just keep that in mind as well. Another thing that's cool is that this device does get updates. So in order to get the updates, you have to go to System and then go back down where it says About Phone. Click Wireless Updates at the top, and you're going to see that we do have a minor bug fix that will basically be available for the Umidigi A7S as well. Now, one thing you'll notice is that the weather is not located on the home screen. In order to check the weather, just tap this icon right here on the right. Swipe to your, well actually it's right here in the top left hand corner. You can go ahead, click that, and now you're gonna have access to your weather. And it's gonna give you the option to see everything right here that is in correspondence to the weather as well. Now, if you wanted to block someone, all you have to do is go into Messages, then hit Settings at the top corner and go into Settings. Once you're in Settings, you can go into Spam Protection, enable that, then go back out and go into Spam and Blocked. Now you can add the number that you so desire to block on your smartphone. Another thing that you might want to do is remove ads on your smartphone. So what you're going to do is go into Privacy. After you're in Privacy, what you want to do is click Advanced, then go to Ads. What you want to do is go ahead, opt out of personalized ads so you don't get those popping up whenever you're in your smartphone. Another thing that you can do in camera is that when you're in settings, you can actually add the watermark right here by clicking the settings button, and you can turn that on so whenever you take like a photograph or something of that nature, you can just go take the photo just like that. And then once the photo is taken, check this out, it's gonna show you on the bottom left-hand corner, shot on your Umidigi A7 with the wide triple camera setup. One more thing that's pretty cool in security is that when you're messing around with your face unlock, what you wanna do is, it has some settings in there that you do wanna activate. So let's just enter our password. Okay, cool. Now what you wanna do is activate fill in dark areas and vibrate alerts so that you know when it fails once you're unlocking your phone. Another thing that's pretty cool, since this device does have the dark theme on here, what you can do is activate dark theme, guys, by simply going into the settings of your smartphone, going into display, and once you're in display, you can activate the dark theme mode from there. So this device will give you that dark theme mode with supported apps as well. And one thing I found really people been doing a lot of times is leaving you on unread. So in order to do that, go into settings, go into the chat feature. I mean, you can turn, this is the area where you would actually let others see where you've been sending the messages, and when you'll let others know when you're typing as well. Now, another thing that's really cool is you do have voice search on this device with this button right here. You could just hit that. Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know why I said that.
According to Wikipedia, Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio is an American actor, film producer, and environmentalist.
So as you can see, guys, it does take you right to the area with the voice search. Now this is my favorite area of the phone. You can click that box, and once you swipe to the right, you're gonna notice you have this area where you can toggle through different apps. Now these icons signify all the different apps. So this one looks like art. You can click that, arts and crafts. It'll take you right to that area. You know what I mean? You click this option for pets. You could get to your, like right here, weather. You can see what I'm talking about. You get to the weather, but you could use these icons to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So this looks like workout and fitness. So anytime, this is Planet Fitness right there, boom. So this is really cool. You could also add different apps to your home screen by clicking here, and then once you're in your home screen, guys, you know what I'm saying? So I just think this is really fire. I really like that. Let me add Facebook. Okay, I think I already added that one, but yeah, it's really sick. You're gonna have all your apps here, and you don't even have to download the apps. Like I said before, everything is just gonna be right here, guys. So you could also navigate with the icons. This looks like books. So that's pretty cool, guys. Internet Archive, Barnes and Noble. You know what I'm talking about? And then you can actually have the phone set that up for you. You know what I'm talking about? So look, you could choose between different varieties of books. Look, the phone can read.
Internet Archive is a nonprofit library of millions of free books, movies, software, music, websites, and more.
I really like this section in the phone, guys. This is probably where I would spend most of my time, is this area right here with all these free apps on this device. Now, if you don't want your device to save your searches on your phone, you could click this little guy with the goggles right here. Now, whenever you do a search on your phone, it brings you right here. So now you can see that little check mark next to his face. So anything that you search for, guys, will simply not show up on the search results. And another thing that's cool is you could search for GIFs on this device really quickly, and images right here. You click the GIFs. You could type in what you want to see. Let's see, Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn. Look, there she goes. And they even got all the GIFs of her face. That's crazy. So you could save those. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Bang. So now it's gonna have you download that. Bow. So look, now you can download the GIF, and then when you want, you could just go ahead, send that to somebody, share it with like somebody on a message or something of that nature. I just think that's fire. Another thing that you want to do on this device is have it schedule to reset, turn off and on. What this is going to do is allow your phone to be healthy, have a healthy battery life. So what you want to do is go into schedule power off and on, and you can set that up to happen during the nighttime when you're sleeping, like 5 a.m. And then you can have it, you know what I'm saying, happen every day. You know what I'm talking about? And then click done, and then you can have it power, you know what I'm talking about, back on like at 5:15 or something like that every day, you know what I'm saying? So that way the battery is healthy, that way the phone is resetting itself every day, and it's gonna have a healthier battery cycle, you know what I'm saying? And what I really like is this thermometer on the phone, guys. Wait, let me see. I don't have it mapped, but this device does have a thermometer on it. And basically, I think this is good for people who like to cook. You could hover this over top of objects. It says right here, you could put it over an object, or you could use it for people, and it records in Fahrenheit or Celsius. So let me just hover it over the toy right here. And you can see right here, you could click measure. And it's not, let me do it over my hand or something. There we go. So now it gave me my temperature in Fahrenheit. So you could do that for objects as well. Let me hover it over this thing. And that thing is a lot cooler than my hand was. So you can see it tells you the temperature. You could even do it for food and things of that nature. Last thing I want to show you guys, well, after this, there's one more thing, but the last thing I want to show you is in the Wi-Fi settings, guys. So you just go to Wi-Fi, and what you're going to notice is that sometimes when you're using the Wi-Fi, it turns on randomly and things of that nature. So just go into Wi-Fi preferences. Make sure these are both checked off, because it's going to notify you in public whenever there's a new one, and it's going to automatically turn on if you have that one connected as well. The last thing is this DuraSpeed option, guys. You could set different apps to not run in the background and foreground, like Instagram and Facebook. That way they're not always sending you like notifications and things of that nature. So right here, if you go here and then you know what I'm talking about, you turn this off, it basically says DuraSpeed helps you boost the foreground app by restricting the background. So some notifications may be postponed or may not be received. So, you know, something less important, like, you know, I'm talking about like game notifications, you know, you want to turn those off. I don't like receiving game notifications and like things from the Play Store and things of that nature. Well, that does it for my 30 tips on the Umidigi A7S. Hopefully this video was helpful, formative, or useful to you. But If you did find it helpful, make sure you hit that like button down below, and I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.